The miners were deep in the earth, chasing a rumored vein of precious ore. The air was thin, the tunnels dark, and the oppressive weight of the earth above seemed to grow heavier with every step. Then their drill struck something strange, a hollow clang. "Metal?" one miner asked, his voice uneasy. "Could be," the foreman replied. "Dig around it. Let's see what we're dealing with." As they chipped away, something unnatural emerged. Embedded in the stone was a smooth black object, oval-shaped and faintly glowing. Its surface was warm, almost alive, and a subtle pulse seemed to ripple through it. "What the hell is that?" one of them whispered. The foreman hesitated. "Not our problem. We'll report it. Let the company deal with it. No one touches it." But Evan, the youngest miner, stepped closer. "It's just a rock," he said, ignoring the foreman's warning. He reached out and pressed his hand against the artifact. The moment his fingers touched the surface, Evan froze. His body locked up, his eyes rolled back, and he collapsed to the ground. "Evan!" one of the miners shouted, rushing to him. Evan's eyes snapped open, but they weren't his eyes anymore. They were black, empty voids. His lips moved, but the words that came out weren't human. They were guttural and alien, spoken in a language no one could understand. The cavern trembled. Fissures spiderwebbed across the walls, and a faint green glow seeped through the cracks. Strange, angular symbols began to form, etching themselves into the rock like living veins. "What's happening?" one miner screamed. The glowing symbols cast eerie shadows across the cavern. The tunnel behind them, the only way out, seemed to collapse in an instant, leaving them trapped. Evan's voice grew louder, his words echoing unnaturally. Then he stopped, stood up, and smiled. The smile stretched too wide, far beyond what was natural. "You've woken it," he said, in a voice that wasn't his own. "And now, none of you will leave. Check for part 2.